Hi everyone, welcome back. I have a short flow to strengthen your arms and shoulders today. So I am in a slightly different location today, so please bear with me if the frame isn't quite right. It should be okay though. So we're going to start at the back of our mats in child's pose. So just taking a moment to sink the hips all the way back to the heels, relax the shoulders, and just allow your breath to start to slow down. If your arms are reaching forward, you're going to start to bend the elbows. Bring your hands to the back of your neck and then just walk the elbows forward but keep sinking back to the heels. So you should feel a stretch in your upper arms and the sides of the body. From here we're going to keep the elbows bent and then just walk them over towards the right side of your mat. So it will make a little bit more of a stretch in the left side of the body. Try to keep sinking evenly back towards the heel, so really press your left hip down to your left heel. On your next inhale, we're going to bring the arms back through center. And then as you exhale, we're going to move the elbows over to the left side this time. So same thing, just sink all the way back. Try not to let the right hip lift up off the right heel, and then relax the shoulders. On your next inhale, slowly start to bring them back through center. And then as you exhale, reach the arms forward. We're going to slowly start to look up towards the hands and make our way up to all fours. So just coming up to your all fours position, making sure that your knees are directly underneath your hips, wrists underneath shoulders, and then walk your hands about a handprint in front of where they are already. Shift forward, squeeze your elbows to your sides and lower just halfway as you exhale. Inhale, push back up. Exhale, lower and keep this going. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower elbows, squeeze to your sides. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. Last one of these, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press back up, and exhale, sink back to your child's pose. Bend your elbows if that feels nice in the shoulders. Relax into the shape just for a few moments. On your next inhale, slowly start to reach the arms back forward. We're going to look up to the hands. Come back to that all fours position, and then your choice, we're either going to repeat the same thing, otherwise curl the toes under and lift the knees, and we'll come into that same thing but from a plank. So as you exhale, lower down, inhale, press up. Exhale, lower, inhale, press up. Keep this going and keep the elbows squeezing to the sides. Try to keep a nice straight line with the body wherever you are. Just take one more. And then slowly lower the knees if they aren't already, sink back to the heels and take your child's pose. Bend the elbows once again, hands come behind the back of the head. Take a few moments to rest, sinking the hips all the way back. Take one breath here, and then on your next inhale, start to reach the arms forward. We're going to come up to all fours and then straight into puppy pose. So hips stay directly above the knees. Walk the hands forward and either the forearms come down or maybe the chest can come down. So you're trying to melt the chest down towards the floor. This is great for opening the shoulders and the front of the body. Just allow yourself to sink into the shape as much as you can. Keep your breath nice and steady. You may be able to get the forehead down to the floor, maybe even the chin to the floor, but just see how you go. Make sure that you're not straining around the neck or the shoulders. Take one more round of breath. And then as you inhale, slowly lift the head up. We're going to shift all the way onto our fronts, coming into a Sphinx position. So your elbows stay directly underneath the shoulders, really press the floor away. Roll the shoulders back so you're keeping a nice open chest. And then from here, curl the toes under, fire up the core and press the floor away so you're lifting the hips up off the mat. We're coming into a forearm plank. Hold here, keep a straight line with the body, draw the lower ribs in so the core is engaged and keep the gaze slightly forward. On your next inhale, come up onto the hands, we'll come to a regular plank. As you exhale, we're going to lower all the way back down to forearms. Try to keep that nice straight line. Inhale, back up onto the hands. And exhale, lower back down to forearms. One more like that. So inhale, coming up onto the hands. And then exhale, down onto forearms. Release the hips down towards the floor. Bring the tops of the feet onto the mat and take a little breather in your Sphinx pose once again. And then from here, we're going to make our way back up into our forearm plank. So curl the toes under, fire up through the core, lift the hips up, and we're coming straight into a side plank. So coming onto the outer edge of your left foot, inner edge of your right foot, lift your right arm up and keep pressing into the mat with that left forearm. Don't let the left shoulder collapse. One more inhale, and then as you exhale, bring that right arm down. We'll swap to the other side. So outer edge of the right foot, inner edge of the left foot, left arm reaches up, press into the mat with that right forearm. One more inhale here, and then exhale, bring the left forearm back to the floor, lift up the heel so you're on the toes, you're in your regular forearm plank. Holding here, and then inhale up onto the hands, regular plank, and exhale, push it back to your downward facing dog. Send the hips up high, draw the belly back towards the thighs, and roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Focus on your breath. And then from here, on your next inhale, we're going to raise the right leg up to the sky, coming into a three-legged dog. Little challenge for the arms now, so really press into the mat with that right hand. Reach your left arm back behind you. So it is a real challenge on the balance, so don't worry if you need to tap your hand down a few times. Try to find something in front of you that you can focus on. One more inhale, and then exhale, release, bring the foot down, bring the hand down, and we're going to take it over to the other side. So inhale your left leg up high, firm down through the left hand, and reach your right arm back. This side was a lot harder for me. So again, don't worry if you're wobbling. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, release, right hand comes down, left foot comes down. We're going to make our way up to the top of the mat from here. So taking a few steps up to the top of your mat, palms slide up to the shins, find flat back position, and then exhale down into your fold. From here, bring the hands behind your lower back, interlace the fingers, and then let the head be heavy as you bring the arms up and over, just finding a little release in the shoulders. So don't worry about how straight the legs are or how far the arms come. Just take it as much or as little as feels nice for you. Take one more round of breath. And then we're going to inhale, lift all the way up, release the hands to reach the arms up and overhead. We're going to interlace the fingers and press the palms up, and then just take a side stretch to the right. This is where I've got the framing completely wrong. Sorry, everyone. Inhale, come back through center, and exhale, stretch it to the left. Inhale through center, bring your palms to touch, and then exhale, slowly soften forward into your fold. As you inhale, slide palms to shins, flat back position, halfway lift. And exhale, fold, plant the palms, step your right foot all the way back, drop the right knee down for low lunge. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, turn the palms away from each other and bring the arms down so they're in line with the shoulders. From here, we're just going to take little pulses of the arms, so little up and down movement. So keep the legs nice and strong, squeeze the inner thighs together and keep those arms going. We're starting to tone up through the upper arms. So just keep your breath nice and steady. Keep going like this, using this motion. And then turn the palms back and you're going to push the arms back behind you. So imagine you're trying to push a wall away behind you. Very small motion. Again, trying to keep the legs nice and steady as you do this. And then back to palms facing down towards the floor, keeping that motion going. Small pulses with the arms. On your next inhale, turn the palms up, bring them to touch, look up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, lift the back knee, and exhale, step it back to your downward facing dog. From here again, firing up through the arms, so inhale, look up. Exhale, soften down onto forearms, coming into a dolphin pose. So you can walk your feet forward a little bit if you have space to do that. The key here is to keep pressing into the forearms so you're not collapsing into the shoulders. Focus on your breath. Really stay strong in the arms. You can look forward if that helps you stay balanced. But just trying to keep a nice solid shape. Slowly walk the feet back. If you took them forward, come back onto the hands. And then we'll inhale, raise the right arm up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward, drop the left knee down, low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot. Inhale, lift the back knee, step forward, flat back position, palms to shins. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up through standing, bring palms to touch, look up. Exhale, folding down once again. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step your left foot back, drop the left knee down. Roll the shoulders back once again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, turn the palms away, bring them down to shoulder height, and we're going to repeat those pulses of the arms. So again, legs stay nice and strong. We're just pulsing up and down. Try to keep the arms in line with the shoulders as much as you can, so try not to let them droop. Just watch that front knee, make sure it's nice and central. And then turning the palms back and you're pushing the arms back behind you. So it's a very simple and small movement, but really effective for toning. So just keeping this going, we'll turn the palms down towards the floor, keep those pulses going once again. Just a few more rounds of breath. And then we'll inhale, turn the palms up, bring the palms to touch, up and overhead. Exhale, hands come down, frame the front foot. Inhale, lift the back knee, and exhale, step it back to your downward facing dog. So we're coming into our forearm down dog again, our dolphin pose. So bringing your forearms down to the floor, walking the feet forward slightly. And again, you want to keep that solid structure of the upper arm. So you're pressing the floor away, you're not allowing the shoulders to droop or collapse. So keep pushing into the arms. This is the shoulder strengthening work that will really help if you're doing arm balances or anything like that. Okay, coming out of it, walk the feet back, straighten the arms, you're back in your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up high, and exhale, step it forward, drop the right knee down for low lunge on the other side. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come down, lift the back knee as you inhale and step it forward, flat back position, halfway lift. Exhale, down into your fold. Inhale, come up through standing, bring palms to touch, look up. Exhale, come all the way back down. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, and we're going to step it back to a plank position. So once again, finding that straight line with the body. Really press the floor away, and then we're just going to take little rocks forwards and backwards. So keeping that nice straight line with the body, you're just coming forwards and backwards on the toes, and keep your gaze slightly ahead of you. So you want to keep a nice straight spine. Again, you're drawing the lower ribs in, so you're not allowing the belly to droop. One more inhale, and then exhale, soften down onto forearms. So we're coming back into our forearm plank. Same thing here, so rocking forwards and backwards. Really press the floor away. We're firing up the arms, firing up the core. On your next inhale, keep the forearms down onto the floor. Interlace your fingers together and walk the feet forward. So it's kind of like another dolphin pose. We're coming into dolphin press-ups. So as you inhale, you're going to shift your weight forward so shoulders come over your wrists. Exhale, push them back. So the hips will lower. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push up and back. Keep this going. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, push up and back. Twice more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, up and back. Last one. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, up and back. Oh, I lied. We're still going. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, back. There we go. That was our last one. Sorry. Release the hands. Walk your feet all the way back, and we're coming into our forearm plank. Then drop your hips down, tops of the feet on the mat, and we're back in our Sphinx. So from here, we're going to stretch out the shoulders. So as you inhale, just interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders back, come into a baby back bend. But don't worry about how high you come up. The idea here is just to stretch out through the shoulders, so squeeze the palms together. Then release, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Your right arm is going to reach out to the right side in line with the right shoulder. Your right ear comes down to the mat, and then you're rolling over to your right side. Your left palm stays on the floor in front of your chest. You can either keep the legs straight, or if it feels okay, you can bend up the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot behind the left leg. So this should feel like a really nice stretch into the right shoulder. Try to keep the right shoulder pinned to the floor so you're not lifting it up. And you can use your left hand to help move you over a little bit more if you feel that you have more space. So just trying to work with your breath here. So each exhale, see if there's space to come over a little bit further. And then we're going to slowly start to make our way back over to the other side. So if your leg isn't straightened, then slowly start to straighten through the left leg. And we're going to come all the way back onto our fronts. Slide your right hand underneath your right shoulder. Your left arm reaches out to the side. So exact same thing to the other side. Left ear comes down to the floor, and then roll over onto your left side. So again, option to bend up the right knee, bring it behind the left leg, or you can keep the leg straight, and your right palm can be used to help you move over a little bit more. Try to just let the head be heavy. So make sure it's not just hovering above the floor. Just taking a few deep breaths here. Again, you might find that with each exhale, you can come further over. And just noticing maybe on this side if it feels a little bit tighter than the other side. That is quite common when we come to arm strengthening. One side tends to work a little bit harder than the other, so maybe just seeing if that's the case for you. We'll just take a few more rounds of breath here. And then slowly starting to make our way out, so straightening the right leg if it isn't already, making your way back onto your front. From here, sliding your left hand underneath your left shoulder, pressing into the mat to come back through all fours, and then sinking all the way back to the heels, making your way back to child's pose. So just take a few moments here, Maybe take a little rock from side to side, easing out through the hips. Let the head be completely heavy. And that's it, guys. That's the end of our practice. Well done for your hard work. Thank you for practicing with me, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.